As a lucky white male who grew up in a small town in southwest Illinois, all white, I'm a bundle of beliefs about race and several other things as well. In fact, my beliefs have changed based on what I have read and what I have heard, and especially what I see. So first, a little context about me. My early sights were of my hometown in Wood River, Illinois. It sits near the confluence of the Mississippi and the Missouri rivers. It's where the Lewis and Clark expedition began in 1804 up the Missouri. Wood River is only 20 miles geographically, but it's about 200 years culturally from Ferguson, Missouri. That's where you may remember Michael Brown was killed by policeman Darren Wilson back in 2014. And that's my context as I saw what happened to George Floyd here in Minneapolis and to so many others. My beliefs about race and injustice have changed, influenced not only by what I see in our polarized society, but by my personal relationships. I'll spotlight two of them here, both of them black men. Their names are important, of course, but for their privacy, we'll call them Friend A and Friend B. I've known Friend A for more than 20 years. We met at Hennepin Church when he was a client of Hennepin's Dignity Center. I'm old enough to be his father, but for some reason we still got to know each other and we hung out. While he's extremely intelligent and quick, his mental illness has contributed to poor decisions along the way, and that got him convicted for 3 felonies. He's been in and out of incarceration, most recently for a crime I'm convinced he did not commit. The injustice of that conviction has left him resentful and angry, emotions he hasn't handled very well, and frankly, neither have I. He's incarcerated now as I record this, and I'm at a loss for what to do next. At least I will pray for him, I will visit him, I will learn from him, I will advocate for him, I will not abandon him. I'm curious to learn more about his prison conversion to Islam. Half the world's people are either Muslim or Christian, and he straddles both. He's still eager to come to church with me when he's out on supervised release. While the older I get, the less certain I become about some things, I am growing more and more aware of the lessening distinction between different and evil. Muslims have different ways of coming to God, of course, with Jesus still among the most important influences. I want to learn more about what joins us together in our faith as opposed to what sets us apart. That desire brings me to Friend B, a former work colleague and an immigrant from Nigeria. While we're more like close associates now, we might have had an experience recently that could change all of that. We attended a dinner together with about 150 others, half Muslim, half Christian. It was planned before the war between Israel and Hamas, but it was held after the war started. So it took on special significance. While we felt a deeper bond afterwards, we both need to carry through so that we can get to know each other and go on to the next steps of what I hope will be a close and enduring friendship. I view the shrinking distinction between different and evil as a virus, and I am not immune. When I see someone who is different from me, I sometimes catch myself having dark thoughts that they might be a threat. Could they be a harm? Could they be evil? Asks my subconscious. I know it's all tribal, but it's no less real considering where and how I grew up. And to that degree, I'm a racist, something I am uncomfortable with. Thankfully, these thoughts have not led to the feelings or the actions that they have in some others, and thanks in part to my relationship with these 2 friends, and with many others. I also understand that many of the things I do to work for racial justice may not amount to much, but I strongly believe that the close ties that come from that work will demonstrate that different is just different. I subscribe to the wisdom of Thomas Merton, who wrote, "In the end, it is the reality of personal relationships that saves everything."